So we have no idea what we're doing because it's been a while since we've done one of these. But we figured it was high time we did one of these. It is September. Summer has happened. We decided to tell you about it.
We had some fun experiences.
What's the first fun experience that we had?
Park City. We stayed there a night, and then we went to the Olympic Museum.
I became famous. A famous skier.
Yeah, we went skiing artificially to get away.
Just to get away. Because sometimes you need to get away. You might not be aware, but our car had transmission problems. And we were going to Canada this summer for a little reunion. And so we decided we should probably fix our car before we head up there. So we did. We got our car back about, 2 days before we left on to our trip. So obviously we drove. We drove to Canada. Our car was fixed. What fun.
Okay, I got us lost, first of all. I added an hour to our trip.
We took the scenic route.
Ben said it was a straight shot, so I went straight.
Well, I-15 is... Anyway, the details aren't important, are they?
His fault.
It's my fault. After our hour-long detour, where we almost ran out of gas, by the way. We got lost, we almost ran out of gas, and we made it back onto the I-15. Woo! We're on our way. We're finally on our way to Canada. About a mile past the Idaho-Montana border into Montana, our hood starts smoking. Like your friend that just smokes like 12 packs a day, smoking way more than he is, right? It's just billowing out of the front, and we're like, oh, probably should pull over. So we pulled over. Got to get out of the car, and you do the whole smoke wave hand thing like they do in the movies. And behind our car is a blood trail of transmission fluid. We broke down. We had no cell service. We had no reception. We had a broken transmission. I don't know how to fix transmission. Do you know how to fix transmission?
I do now.
She does now, like every hopeless couple with 2 kids in the back seat do. We said a little prayer. We had nothing else to do, so let's pray.
We had nothing else to do.
Might as well just say a little prayer. About a few minutes later, no joke, truck pulls up behind us. 2 women asked if they could help us. They towed us
with the tow rope.
With the tow rope. We were like probably this far away from their car, or from their truck bumper to bumper. It was terrifying a little bit, especially on the downhill, because I don't want to brake too much and like pull their bumper off or pull ours off. So they pulled us to the nearest town of Lima, Montana. If you've never heard of it, it's fine. No one has. You just go by it because there's like, 1 gas station and that's it. We made it to Lima and we waited about 6... We were there for a long time. It was a Saturday. Nothing was open. To make the short story even longer, So
we waited for a tow truck, probably for 2 hours. In Lima. Got towed another 45 minutes to Dillon, where luckily there was a car rental shop, which really was a blessing because the next closest one was another hour, and that would have been another couple $100 for a tow truck. So we dropped our car off at a car dealership, rented a car, and kept going.
So we made it. We made it to Canada, barely.
It was a miracle.
Yeah.
But it was great. Banff was great. We went to Banff.
Yeah, Banff was amazing. We went to Lake Louise. We went up the gondola, or as Rex would say, up the gondola. He hit this chipmunk. Yes, he hit a chipmunk, just right across. Sorry, and laughed. And all the Japanese tourists that were huddled next to him thought it was hilarious because a white blonde kid smacking a chipmunk. I mean, let's be honest, it was hilarious. Driving back from Banff to Red Deer, we kind of drove through a tornado.
Oh yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah, we saw a semi truck blown over. It ripped a couple roofs off buildings, the wind.
We're just like, nothing to matter here. We already had a car broke down. What's new, right? So we made it through what could have been a potential disaster, and they blocked the road off kind of right after we had driven by.
Spent some time in Red Deer, paddle boated at
Bower Ponds.
We made it back. Our car was stuck in Montana for 2 weeks. Got back here, got it fixed, got it back, took it back 2 days later. It was there for a few more days. Got it back. Went to Logan
for another family reunion. Yeah. That family reunion was great. It was the Forsgren family reunion. They're only a little crazy.
We went to Bear Lake. Everyone got sunburned. We hiked the Wind Caves and almost slid off a cliff.
Her grandpa almost slid off the cliff.
That was neat. These are our family reunion shirts. Hashtag Forsgren Family Reunion 2017. Hashtag if you met my family, you would understand me.
Hashtag I didn't know what I was marrying myself into. So we had that fun time up in Logan. Then it's like, let's go back to Provo because life goes on. So we get, about 5 minutes out of Logan? Maybe. We're heading up a hill towards the canyon, and our car starts smoking again. We thought we had solved the addiction. We thought they were done smoking, but our car, apparently, it was smoking behind our backs the whole time.
It's not warming.
Our car broke down on the side of the road. Again, this time we had cell service. Yes.
And my parents broke down right behind us.
What fun.
That was the best. The radiator sprung a leak and pulled up right behind us, and we were stranded together. So, my Uncle John pulled over, their family, fixed my parents' car.
Not ours. I mean, come on.
Right.
Fix one over the other.
And then my family had some friends that had just moved to Logan from Kentucky who owned a trailer. So they came and pushed our car up onto a trailer to tow it back to Provo.
Which was quite the ordeal, let me have you know, pushing that car up there. We had some random stranger have to pull in behind us. Hey guys, need any help? He was kind of a hick. Not that that's a hick voice. But he said, you guys need any help? And we're like, He said, I've got some boards, like 3x9s or 4x12s or whatever the heck you want to call them these days. So after he brought those boards over, we pushed the car up onto the trailer. Thought we were all going to get run over when it stopped moving up the trailer and it was going to start going backwards. But we used our rugby skills, pushed it up. I used my rugby skills. Everyone else had to, make do with what else they had.
So we pushed it up. Thank you, Swigert. And he drove us all the way back to Provo. It was so nice.
It saved us a lot of money on a tow truck.
Yes, it did. Bless his heart.
And his truck.
Car was in the shop for another 3 days. But they washed our car for us.
I can't beat that service.
Yeah. And they gave us a $25 gift card to Pizza Factory.
Which was okay.
It wasn't very good.
No problem since then. Fingers crossed, eyes crossed, everything's crossed.
We haven't gone anywhere though, so.
Yeah, we did go somewhere.
We did.
However, we borrowed my mother's car. Thanks, Mom! We went to St. George to a board game convention because they have conventions for that kind of thing. I was there on a press pass for everythingboardgames.com. There's my plug for you guys. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Pay me. So we just went down, stayed with Tim and Nina. Thanks, guys! And we played board games all day Saturday. I was in an X-Wing tournament Friday night, came second place. Booyah! Beat out all the competition. The competition beat me. There were only 2 players.
Oh.
But second place, still can't beat that.
We only took Finn with us. Rex stayed with Grandma.
Thanks again.
Our children, though, have been very entertaining. So we went to my mission president's house, beginning of July. And we're visiting. It was great. We're about to leave when Rex, being crazy like he is, was just running. And he fell like he always does. And he hit the corner step of a fireplace and sliced his eye open. Above his eye open.
Yeah, we wouldn't be laughing if it was his eye getting cracked open.
It was a lot of blood. So we just took him to urgent treatment and they just glued it shut.
We like to bike as a family. Biking is fun. We have a bike trailer that seats both children. So there we were, biking along to the spot where Jill and I got engaged. Along that route, there is a lot of kind of cow land. Lots of cows over pasturing. It's fenced off, though, so no cows ever get onto the path. Except for today. Not today, but that day we were biking. We ran into 2 cows on the path that must have broke through their fence somehow. So that was neat.
Yeah.
We saw 2 cows, and it was awesome. The kids loved it. We thought it was pretty neat as well.
But they were just blocking our path, so we kind of just walked towards them and shooed them along. And they moved. They were gracious.
A little slowly for us, but they moved nonetheless. And
then we realized one of the cows had horns. And we thought, a bull. Probably shouldn't get too close to the bull.
Back up slowly.
Then we turned around. And then we went back to the spot where we got engaged because we went past it a little bit. And drank some water and chit-chatted. And
had our backs to the cows.
Watching them.
We looked back and they were charging us.
Just imagine the sound of hooves on a road.
Fastly approaching. Fastly.
It would have been more funny if our kids hadn't been there.
We got on our bikes and stepped on it. And we could only go so fast, what with gears and everything. And those cows can go pretty fast. It's faster than I thought they could on concrete.
So we got chased by cows.
And they chased us for actually longer than we expected to. I turned back my head around, and they were still chasing us after a little bit. I said, Jill, go faster, faster. Think of the children.
And I was going faster than he was, so.
I was keeping pace.
Oh.
Sacrifice the kids first before Jill, because I love her.
As a return of favor, I hit a bird on my bike, and Ben ran over a snake.
That happened on that same trip.
On the same trip.
So, Jill, tell me, do we feed our children?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Have you seen Finn?
He's a big kid, but sometimes he just wants to eat more than we give him.
Well, I was upstairs getting ready to go, and I heard Finn scream bloody murder.
Bloody murder.
And I come running downstairs, and Ben is holding Finn, and I expected to see blood or something everywhere. I'm like, what's wrong? And he's like, I think Finn ate a bee.
I thought he did.
And so I grab Finn away from Ben. Or no, Ben's like, check his mouth. So I'm like digging through his mouth, and he's just screaming. There's no bee. So I take Finn, and then there's a horn on Ben's arm. Right where I had taken Finn from. So I put Finn down. I grab a shoe, and I hit Ben as hard as I can.
I screamed.
He did scream.
Mostly because I was afraid that the hornet juice was going to get all over me when she smashed it to death.
That's not why he screamed.
Why did I scream? Because I thought you were going to actually hit me in the face, like you usually do.
You're afraid of bees.
I'm afraid of bees. Terrified. I might have screamed on our trip to Bear Lake because a bee landed on my leg while I was driving.
So the hornet fell off his arm. I smashed it. I pick up Finn, and we look, and his lip starts to swell right here. And it stung him in the mouth because he tried to eat it.
Inside.
This was inside the house, too. So we have a hornet's nest just outside of our door that pest control missed the day before.
We're suing them for all they're worth.
Finn ate a bee. And then we went camping a couple days ago, and Finn was eating dirt and rocks.
Apparently we don't feed him enough.
And at the family reunion, the day after we got home, I found a balloon in his poop.
He'll eat whatever he wants, whatever he can get. And I wonder what else he's eaten that we're unaware of.
We've had good adventures this summer.
All forward positions are advancing.